Religion and the rising earth. Two subjects I don't think I've ever touched on, certainly not in a video, but I am today. Let's start with the rising earth. Now, as I've said to the guys who have been doing these demonstrations, I find the results of those drop test demonstrations fascinating. I really do. And interestingly enough, the only way a tower crane and pendulum could travel and not to deviate from the plumb would be upwards. So that's kind of interesting. And like I said, those practical drop test demonstrations you guys have been doing are another reference to highlight the absurdity of the globe earth theory. But my problem is the psychology at play with the general populace makes that a difficult subject to digest, even though you've got practical references. I think there's better avenues to choose and practical references to cite that are more digestible, taking into account the psychology at play here with the general populace and this subject at large. There's a lot of misrepresentation, a lot of confusion. I like to simplify it. I don't like to overcomplicate it. That's why I went the demonstrable route anyway. That's why I cite the water, tower cranes and pendulums, of course air pressure system residing next to vacuums. Those are the practical references I cite because they're easily digestible, but even for the general public. I've yet to cite those things and break them down and not have someone understand it. The problem with the rising earth, it comes with question marks that can't be answered until we're granted full exploration. The demonstrations are fascinating and are enough, along with the rest of demonstrable reality, to demand full exploration, to get a better understanding of where we are and what the bigger picture of what we are part of. But I don't think the big push that you guys are doing reference the rising earth. Because of the psychology at play, I think there's better avenues. Yes, it's definitely a great practical reference to cite. But like I said, it has to be full exploration to get a full better understanding of where we are. And that's my take on the rising earth. I think it's far better to highlight the fact that whatever is at play with regards gravity, rather than try and prove the cause of what gravity is, whether it be an uprising earth, density and buoyancy or something else, rather than try and prove that, I think it's far more beneficial to highlight that whatever is at play with regards what is termed gravity, whatever is at play there isn't man enough to make the globe earth theory a reality, because a 60-ton tower crane will deviate from the plumb in a gentle breeze. Therefore, what is known as gravity isn't man enough to make the globe earth theory a reality, because something that can be overcome by a gentle breeze is not going to be able to hold a tower crane upside down in relation to me on the other side of the earth whilst it's entertaining multiple different speed vectors at the same time. That's just ridiculous. So gravity, like I said, which can be overcome by a gentle breeze, just isn't man enough to make the globe earth theory a reality. I prefer that approach, highlighting in a demonstrable fashion, yet again, that the globe is ridiculous, this time using gravity, rather than trying to push the rising earth, the density and buoyancy, or whatever angle you're going to come at with regards what's termed gravity. I prefer the demonstrable fact that it's not man enough. Okay, and now on to religion. Am I religious? Well, I don't follow a book as such. I have a bit of an issue with putting my trust in the people who had the first printing presses. So, although I've studied several different religions back in the 1980s, one of those under bizarre circumstances in which we were doing the home studies, as the house was being rained down with bricks and bottles. Bizarre scenario, to say the least. But like I say, I have studied religion in the past. I don't follow a book, although I do believe in a creator. This place has obviously been built by and has design. Therefore, I can conclude that there is some sort of creator. Who that is or what that is, I don't know. But I will tell you this, I do pray. Not very often, but I have got down on my knees and prayed. Never did I get down on my knees to pray for a sports car, a supermodel girlfriend, or a big house. No, I've only ever prayed for guidance in tough situations. And here's the interesting thing. Every time I did pray and ask for guidance or help, my prayers were answered in one way or another. Now you can come to your own conclusions regarding what that is, whether there's great power in prayer, whether there's something else going on there. You come to your own conclusions. Like I said, I never got down on my knees and prayed for materialistic, delusional stuff. No. I just asked for help in moments of, well, in tough situations. I got down on my knees and I'd ask for help. And the solution was always provided. Like I said, you can make of that what you want. So I'm not religious in the sense that I follow a book, but I do believe in a creator. And like I said, I have prayed at times, and those prayers were always answered one way or another. So I hope that helps. Touched on a couple of subjects today that I've not really entertained. There's subjects that can be difficult subjects to broach for certain people. I hope I answered the questions of the people who wanted me to address these subjects, and I hope I've shed some light on that. A little bit different compared to what we've been entertaining recently with that file experiment. But anyway, have a cracking weekend, everyone. If I don't do a video tomorrow, which I probably won't, so I'm going to wish you a lovely weekend, and I will speak soon. Take care.